Welcome to the episode of Flakes and Cakes.
What up?
Go ahead and tell these folks, man. I'm already disappointed.
I wish I was more excited. Usually around this time of year we are more excited, but WrestleMania season is upon us and it hasn't been exactly jolly in my Christmas terms. You know, this is usually Christmas season for WrestleMania fans, but it feels like the Grinch is stealing Christmas right now. AKA TKO.
Yeah, this is not a good look for the brand.
And especially since you can argue last year WrestleMania season was kind of mid too. Yeah. You know, the John Cena heel turn.
That really was like the anchor.
Yeah, and then everything else was just
there.
Just there.
Yeah.
Just there.
All right, my man. Let's get down into it,
let's get into it.
Because I ain't gonna lie, when I saw the matches and what's gonna be happening
on paper, the matches, in my opinion, are pretty good.
Well, it's like up and down for me.
I like the card in terms of the actual matches. I just don't like really any of the builds outside of one that we're going to discuss in this video. I think you're going to agree with me on this build as well.
All right, so we're going to start with Saturday.
Let's get to the builds, man. Yeah, Saturday. Oh, yeah, you saw they posted the Saturday and Sunday schedule? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll start with Saturday, bro. I was just thinking we just go through each build and see how we feel about it.
Yeah, we do that first.
I say we just do that, and then we save the predictions and stuff for next week, since it will officially be Mania week. You know what I'm saying?
You cooking.
Exactly.
You cooking.
So,
all right, go ahead, my man.
What do you want to start with? The top of the top, or are we gonna work our way up?
Let's build it up.
Okay, so let's start with the tag titles. It's only one tag title, since it's just the women that are going to be defending it. The men's titles are going to be busy in a celebrity tag team match with Speed, which we'll get to later. So the women's match, I think it's going to be like a fatal four-way, right? I think there's 4 different women tag teams in there. There's the Bella Twins, which is, I don't know if you've seen, that's questionable right now because Nikki Bella's banged up. So we got to see if she'll be cleared. There's the champions, Last Legend and Nia Jax. They're going to defend it. Yeah. Then there's Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I'm surprised they're still tag team. I thought not one of them would betray each other. And
then it almost looked that way at some point. They did.
And then there's, I think this is a good thing, Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie.
See, I was about to say,
I blinked for a second, but I like that Bayley's on the card this year because I ain't gonna lie, it was disrespectful as hell. They let Bayley off the card last year. I mean, come on, that's one of the 4 horsewomen. You gotta have something for Bayley to do at WrestleMania, bro. Yeah. So I like that they have her on the card, but for this build, at least they're trying. You know, I can say that, right? I mean, you're getting the brawls. They're interrupting each other's matches. E for effort. They're trying, which is more than I can say for some other bills. They're just kind of thrown together, you know. But what you think of this build, bro?
I mean, I'm not the biggest like fan of it. I think I don't want to say a downfall for someone. But I do think this is where the whole Flair and that
Alexa partnership. Some partnership is gonna blow up.
Yeah, because I mean, we've already seen it happen at some point. Maybe they're
hints.
Yeah, maybe they were building it up for the big stage where in this match it's gonna be like something happens. Either they try to help each other, like I forgot,
the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was the Royal Rumble where they try to help
Alexa Bliss.
Exactly.
Long-term storytelling.
So that could be something that is like one of those side stories that they have.
I could see that happening for sure. Yeah, I could also see even Bayley and Lyra breaking up too, just because they've been together for a minute and they haven't had the success they thought they would. But there's no in between with them. I think they're either going to win this match and be the new women's tag team champions, or their partnership's going to blow up.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, they always have a build-up to,
they do.
You know, something like that. And I haven't seen, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Stuff like friction.
Exactly.
That's fair.
You know, because, like I said, with the whole Flair, Charlotte Flair and all that.
I had to say that. Bruh. I had to at least once. I was fighting that. I mean, you hear Flair's name, you got to say that. I had to. I was holding that. I'm glad I was able to get that out myself.
This man. All right. Anyways, though, I think with those two, they kind of already built up on like a way for them to escape that team.
I could see that.
You know, that I think for some odd reason, first off, they probably shouldn't have been a tag team anyways.
Probably not. Right.
I think that's just two different type of like mindsets.
Yeah.
But in one, that just didn't work. So.
Yeah. They were pretty entertaining as a tag team, though.
Exactly. But
surprisingly,
it was after a few matches of them trying to.
In fact, they were so good as a tag team, it actually helped Charlotte get over. Remember, fans were booing her. Fans used to hate her. Remember last year?
She was a great heel, I ain't gonna lie.
And just the fans legitimately hated her.
Yeah, they.
Like, she had go away heat. And then after her disastrous match with Tiffany at Mania, they paired her with Alexa Bliss, and that got the fans to follow her again. They had a fun run as tag champs, and now we enter Mania. It's gonna be a year, and they like to do season finales at Mania, so that could be, like you said, a place where they pay off kind of the hints of them breaking up and actually go forward with it.
I ain't gonna lie, if I'm right on that one,
for sure,
gonna clip that.
So we're gonna hit all these bills with letter grades. We're gonna do 1 to 10.
We'll do a letter grade. Just
keep it simple. What would you grade this bill? I give it a C.
I was gonna say around a C.
I give it a C.
Because anything above like a C plus, I don't really see exactly.
They haven't done enough with it.
Exactly.
Nothing too exciting, but they're trying. And they're adding a legend tag team in the Bella Twins, so at least you get a big name up in there, right?
Well, on to the next one, my man.
On to the next.
It's all right, but
we're working our way up. Next is the IC Championship. It's going to be a 6-man ladder match with Penta.
Then it looked like it hurt.
It did, because I don't know how he holds. You know how he holds that, and then he drops it. He be smooth with that, bro. I'm not even going to try the Penta walk. I'm not doing that. Nah, that's above my pay grade.
This man, Corey, I ain't gonna lie, you were actually pulled something.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't got as clumsy as you are.
I don't have the facilities to try to Penta walk, bro. Nah, I don't got the coordination.
You gonna get your ACL, MCL, your ankle's gonna get retwisted.
Yeah, no thank you.
Well, you're gonna be over there.
I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. They may be dancing, so I don't need to pull something before that. So just for that, I ain't gonna try it.
Jeez,
gotta protect myself. So you got Penta in that. You got JD McDonough, aka the villain from Shrek 2. You can't tell me you don't got the same head shape as Prince Charming. Let's be real. Then you have,
that's so harsh.
They freed my boy Rusev from catering. He's going to be in that.
Catering.
Let's be real. Rusev was in catering before they say he was going to be there. He's been in catering so long, I forgot he was on the roster until they say he was going to be in that match. I was like, okay, I'll take it. Cool, Rusev out of catering. Then you got Dragon Lee. I think that's well earned. Dragon Lee's been doing good work lately. He had a good match with Gunther, the fun tag team with AJ, so I'm glad they put him on the card. Then you have my boy, young OG Javon Evans. My pick. No, I don't want to spoil our picks for next week.
See, this man already knows.
This guy stinks. We'll get into more of that next week. And
this
man. You got the new addition. This one surprised me. I don't know if it surprised you. Rey Mysterio.
At this point, I'm not expecting Rey to be on those big platforms.
Man, he's 51 years old. Please, no.
Yeah, I understand the vision. I get it. But brother is really like unk out there.
He is unk, man. That's probably why they added him. He a legend. He got experience. So
but think of it like this. You got him, who's a high flyer.
You got a bunch of high flyers. Basically, everyone in this match except for Rusev is
exactly. And I was about to say, the youngest high flyer.
Javon Evans is going to do some crazy shit.
Poor Rey, I feel like, is going to get so many strays.
Oh, my God. Isn't he?
Like, and I don't mean to say this for all the Rey fans, but you can't deny this man. It seems like he's always the punching bag.
Man, at this point in his career, he's just putting someone over, bro. I don't want to call him enhancement talent because he's a legend.
He's a certified legend.
I'm not going to do Rey like that. He can retire tomorrow and he'll be in the Hall of Fame by next week.
Yes, there's like no question.
Stamped. But at this point, I don't expect him to win this match. I think he'll do some cool shit, but I don't expect him to win the match or do any big time spots. Dragon Lee and Javon Evans are going to do the crazy stuff in this match.
See, I'm going to hit a nerve.
What?
This is going to be the time that Rey Mysterio fans are going to think of when they had to face off against Batista.
Oh,
just think of
You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be my friend.
Now, if Ray actually pulls this off in some fashionable way, I will be shocked. But I don't see it happening.
And let's be real, for this match, there was no build. They just kind of pieced this together. I love the names they added, but there wasn't a build. Apparently, there was qualifying matches on WWE Main Event. Nobody watches Main Event. So no one really saw the qualifying matches or really knew there were qualifying matches until WWE tweeted about it.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a build for it on regular scheduled programming TV. I mean, you had hints, Javon said he wanted to go after the IC belt. But yeah, that was about it. So for this grade, the match should be great because you have great workers in this match.
Yeah.
You have people that are going to do some nutty fucking shit. Like, let's be real. Javon's going to, he may hit a cutter off a ladder or something crazy like that. He's going to do something. He's going to have, remember when Edge speared Jeff Hardy off the ladder?
Oh, yeah.
And remember when Jeff Hardy hit that leg drop off the ladder on the Edge at WrestleMania 23? I expect Javon or Dragon Lee, even Penta, to do something crazy like that. Rusev, anyway, for this match,
yikes,
I'm gonna give the build an incomplete because there wasn't really a build.
Yeah, there
wasn't a build.
I mean, like you said, the match should be fun.
It should be a fun match.
I just don't know, how they decided to piece this together. Right. This was one of those. All right, we have a time limit. Let's find these guys. It kind of
feels like they asked ChatGPT what 6 people would fit this ladder match for WrestleMania.
Which is honestly kind of true because everyone except, like you said, for one, is all similar.
Right. Literally all high flyers except for Rusev. Yeah, everyone else is a high flyer. So it's kind of going to feel like a luchador fast-paced match plus Rusev. So that should be an interesting dynamic to see how he fits in here. What if he starts trying some high-flying shit just to fit in?
See, don't go out there hurting yourself.
Yeah. Don't go above your capabilities.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next.
What's that next
one? For sure. Bro? Next is the U.S. title match: Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams.
Hey, as they said on ESPN, learn the name, learn the song.
As simple as that, because he's gonna be around for the next decade plus.
Bro,
get used to hearing that name.
That aura.
He got aura. Now I ain't gonna lie, I got some gripes about this build because I'm a Carmelo Hayes guy.
Yeah,
they did my boy overly dirty, bro. He had the U.S. belt. He was putting on banger after banger every week, doing his open challenge thing. I won't say putting the belt on the map because LA Knight was a pretty good champion. Then you had Dragunov. He did his thing. So you had some people who had some good runs with the U.S. belt. But my boy Melo was hooping. And you could have, a couple of weeks before Mania, you could have him lose to Sami Zayn. Now I'm fine with him losing, but you're not even going to let him get added into the U.S. title picture for Mania? You got him take back-to-back losses to Sami Zayn and threw him away like dirt to set up Melo and Trick. Not Melo and Trick. Sami and Trick. Because in my opinion, Sami and Trick was going to happen at Mania regardless. I don't know if it needed the belt. They already had a little, their little back and forth for weeks. Did it really need the belt to the point where you had to kick Melo to the side to make that happen?
I mean, okay, to be honest. I don't think
it needed the belt.
To be honest, Melo, I feel like is just on the stride of, you have 2 people that are who will be able. All right, hold on. Let me say this. Now, this is a business. TKO is basically who's going to bring in the most money.
They're about their bottom dollar.
And I love to joke with you about Melo. But when you have Sami and then Trick, who have both established them names as, we're definitely gonna be able to put seats.
Trick just got here too, bro.
Exactly, but he has that aura that you already cannot. I mean, the dude was in the Royal Rumble and basically had a good run. Yeah,
getting huge pops.
So it's like
Melo wasn't even in the Rumble. That's another thing that's crazy. Point. Why was he not in the Rumble? That's another combo for another day. But it's like, bro,
I just don't think right now he has the push.
Melo and Trick have a bunch of history too from NXT.
Oh, that is true.
You know what I'm saying? So you could have easily just, why not make it a triple threat?
But that's also kind of adding a story, I think, that quote unquote these WWE fans probably haven't seen.
Because not everyone watches NXT.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
That's probably the only counter I can think to that.
Fair enough. I get that point. I get that part of it.
Because, I mean, even when they do stuff similar to that, they've already, like, hinted at that. Like, maybe, like, a SmackDown on some weird fucking week that is, like, nobody really thought even cared.
Throwaway week.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, Joe Hendry doing his, like, weird appearances before coming out on a WrestleMania.
Yeah, now he's back on NXT.
Exactly. So it's like weird little stuff like that.
It's kind of like filler episodes. Fair enough.
You understand.
I get it. It's a business. You want to go with your big names, but can you argue? He's still a big name. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm not.
The crowd was booing him on last Friday though. You heard they chanted, "We want Melo. We want Melo." They wanted Melo in that match. Now that's just one city. You don't know how the Vegas people.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro. Now, enough of me saying my gripes about Melo being in it. I can rant about that for 10 minutes.
Yeah, because Melo's your guy.
I just thought he should have been in this build. If it involves the U.S. title, he should have been in this build. Because he put up bangers every week. And plus you have him in Trick's history. So I think it could have, maybe they thought it would be too early to do Melo and Trick. And they wanted to save that for later.
Yeah, because it could be something maybe where after WrestleMania like you can actually build something. Give it more meat on the bone.
And maybe they wanted Trick to have a one-on-one main match instead.
Because that's what my thinking is of. Like I say, you want to kind of build this up of like, all right, you probably have a promo. Then you maybe have a match on some, I fucking hate you. You know, then they like do something in the ring, and then all of the rest come in. And then all of a sudden there's a match.
And now you have Lil Yachty involved in the build. That's kind of Trick's hype man. And then they attack Sammy after he beat Melo on SmackDown to end the show. So the build, Trick's had some funny lines. You know, he always roasts Sammy. It's pretty funny. I can't lie. So putting my Melo bias aside as a build, I think it's a solid B. It's been entertaining. I think it's doing the clear point of the build seems to be to get Trick more over. Yeah. So I think it's doing what it set out to be, and also to hint at Sammy turning heel. Because remember, now he's taking advantage of distractions to win matches. Old Sammy doesn't do that. Ever since Sammy had that combo with Randy Orton, he's putting winning ahead of his values now. So that's the story they're telling. So they're trying to tell a story, and Trick's getting more over. So they're doing what they're setting out to do. So because of that, I got to give it a good grade. It's doing its job.
I'm going to be honest. I could be biased, but this is a B+ because Trick is my guy.
I love Trick.
And I think the way that he has been able to really just come and take a storm. This dude, not only is he good in the ring, yes, he has a little things that he could work on to kind of like really
polish it up a little bit, which he will.
But brother, is he good on the mic?
Money.
Like
money.
I'm sorry to tell you, that's just one of the things where if you're good on the mic and then you have potential in the ring.
If you're good on the mic and you got the look, you're going to go far in this business.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's all you really need. Like, you just have to not suck in the ring.
Like, let's be honest, and I may hit people in a little nerve, but John Cena really ain't had no bad.
Nah, he wasn't that great in the ring, bro.
But on the mic,
he was.
He had
one of the best
ever.
Promos. The thing about Cena is he matched his opponent in the ring. If you put him up against a Shawn Michaels, he'll put up a great match. You put him up against a CM Punk, he'll put up a great match. Even against a Triple H, he'll put up a great match. So you pair him with a good opponent, you get great matches. That's all you need to be in the main event, because you're going to be wrestling guys that are probably good to great in the ring.
Exactly.
And I think Trick has that. He has that. That's why I kind of, he's not exactly like Cena, but he has that Cena quality where he's just so charismatic, and that can just carry him to the top, like you said, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, I really think where, like you said, this could be where they're trying to push him over really now.
I think,
Sammy, who seems to be like a heel now.
Slowly,
You're really thinking, okay, is he going to be a true main eventer now? Or are we thinking we can push him out to being on our posters and all that? I mean, this is kind of big for him right now. It's a hell of
a test, big spot.
Exactly.
One-on-one match at Mania, it don't get bigger than that in this business.
Exactly.
He's only been on the main roster for 6 months.
Exactly.
Probably less.
Right.
Good luck, kid.
I like what I'm about to see.
I can't wait to. That's one of the matches I'm definitely excited for.
Exactly.
Let's work our way to what direction we gonna go now. I guess we'll go women's title match now. Let's do both. Let's get them both out the way. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyrie. It's kind of, with the physicality element they've been adding lately, it's been starting to warm up to me more. They're still lacking in terms of the in-ring promos interaction for me. I would have wanted to see that aspect a little more. But just in terms of, you can feel the hate. I mean, you saw on Monday when they bumped heads, and then the brawl last week, like the physicality is really making me excited to when they actually get in the ring.
Well, okay, let's be honest. What they're trying to do is really build a story.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the one thing I can give them credit to.
Remember that promo Stephanie said in Spanish to Liv that made Liv cry? When she said this was handed to her while she had to add it. So I like how they're telling the story how Stephanie basically had to grind while Liv had it handed to her, while Liv said she still grind, and Liv saying, I got my family, I have people that have my back, you have no one. So they're actually trying to tell a story like you said. And the brawls are nasty. So.
Yeah, it's getting kind of nasty. Sure. So
I give it a B+.
I honestly think I'm around that same with you. I think B+ is the, I don't want to say safe answer, but almost like the right one.
I think it's right, especially with how it's picked up lately.
Well, it's the potential that is showing that it can be.
Exactly.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Like you said, I don't think it started off the best, but on how they have been able to almost
ramp it up.
Exactly, kind of like feel each other out and be like, all right, let's figure this out.
That's what I'm thinking. Because at first, again, that interactions were a little too limited. They were just doing a bunch of like video promos. They weren't really building a program. But recently, we're seeing that.
And so I think it's getting kind of good.
It is. Now, unfortunately, you can argue this next build is stale. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry, bro. It's not hitting, bro.
This is probably the most stale one. It's
just stale, bro.
Because I feel... Now, I will say, granted, they have two of the same, like, similar fighters going at it.
Body powerhouses. Even though Rhea's kind of skinnier now, but she's still a powerhouse.
Well, yeah, she's still a powerhouse in WWE.
That's what I'm saying.
But my thinking is... You have two people that aren't the best on the mic.
Yeah. I was actually about to say that.
And it's like, I don't want to like
I love Jade. I love Red. They're
exactly.
Promos aren't their strengths.
That's where I think, Triple H probably should have had one of them like go against someone that can hold the mic.
And also, we talked about this before. It was a completely different topic. I think it was when we were doing some Marvel talk. But for some people, their way of communication is physicality. They should have just had physicality and brawls be the emphasis of this build, like another build we're gonna talk about later. They should have done something similar for Jada. These are two powerhouse warrior types. You just have them say a few lines and it's on site, bro. Them cutting promos for 5, that's just not their strengths.
Well, okay. The one thing that I will give WWE the credit is they're trying to give Jada that.
They are.
And
I mean, she has her own faction now.
Yeah, like she's
Michin and B-Fab.
She's trying to do her thing, but I just think
it's just
I think she's missing for me. Maybe it's just me, but
a lot of
her
people
promos are just not
it's unfortunately a lot of her promos end up her saying, "I'm that bitch." In the first promo they had, they were just saying, your arms are strong, mine are stronger. Your legs are strong, mine are stronger. I'm thinking, this is a championship program, this is how we starting off? We're talking about bodies? I thought this was about to turn into Scott Steiner and Triple H doing a pose off. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
It was not hitting, bro.
Yeah,
it's just really unfortunate because remember they had that Twitter beef that we didn't know if it was blurring the lines of a storyline or if they were actually going at it. So it's from there it started off hot. So we thought, and then they announced they were gonna have a confrontation. So we thought, we're about to get something a little personal, kind of what you got with Charlotte and Tiffy last year. And then they started off the promo shaking hands, and I was like, well, that throws that away. What's the point of that exchange on Twitter to get people excited if you were just going to compare each other's bodies and shake hands?
Yeah,
and then this Monday they tried making it personal by having Jade attack Io that didn't really hit for me either because it wasn't brutal enough. It was a couple Kendall sticks and then her finisher. Like, I'm not feeling the hate. I'm not feeling the heat. You know, so I'm sorry.
Well, it's because, like I said, you have two people that are on the mic. Is just
they have, not only are they not great on the mic, but they have no chemistry on the mic.
That is true.
You know, sometimes you don't have to be strong on the mic if you have great chemistry with the person you're talking to.
Well, because someone would know how to be able to counter from what you're doing.
Like Jey Uso isn't great at cutting promos, but him and Jimmy have great mic chemistry. Yeah. So it don't even matter like that. Jade and Rhea have negative mic chemistry. So every promo comes off stoic and robotic.
This man said negative.
Negative. I'm sorry, I hate to do this. I gotta give this a D.
If I had to grade this, what should I do? Because a big chunk of it is the promos.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the ring stuff is important, but you got to be able to really sell.
Because you got to sell the story.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna give it a C minus. I'm gonna give it a C minus.
Dang, that's kind of generous.
Well, because I do think, as far as the match goes, this is going to be a very good match.
I think it should, just because of their styles. Exactly. It's always cool to get that visual.
Exactly. I mean, you're gonna have two powerhouses where it's like, all right, not gonna lie. Jada is probably going to try to outmuscle her,
which I think she can. I think at this current moment she's stronger than Rhea.
Yeah. But Rhea is gonna almost have like that unfighting motor.
Yeah, she has like kind of that Kevin Owens fight forever energy. She ain't gonna quit.
So I think as far as the match goes, I think this is gonna be a fun match.
It'll be a good match.
Build up though.
The build's not hit, which is funny because last year I don't think the build between Rhea, Io, and Bianca Belair was that great, and it was one of the best matches of Mania weekend.
Well, okay, no. I'm gonna hold you to that is not true because I think that build up. Even though they kind of
was repetitive though, because it made Rhea look strong and it made Bianca and Io look weak most of the bill.
Well, no, it was basically Bianca and Rhea going at it while they pushed Io to the side.
Who was the champion?
Exactly, which was very weird.
Yeah,
but that was almost like an interesting way they built that because you had two kind of like quote unquote strong, powerhouses going at it while the high flyers just pushed to the side of like. All right.
Third wheeling.
Yeah, it's
I don't builds where the champion's the third wheel. That's a turn on.
That is true.
I hate that because it's like you're burying your champion, bro. You got to make your champion look strong.
That is true.
That's my only blemish with that build because it did get better. Don't get me wrong, but it could have been great, as great as the match was. Because the match was great. Yeah,
that match was good.
Fire.
But I think it's a C minus for me.
I agree. All right. Next is Dom versus, we found out it's not just Finn Balor, it's the Demon. Demon Finn, which we haven't seen since Edge buried him in that WrestleMania match. But I'm excited to see the Demon back. I think this build actually has a story because Dom and Finn, Judgment Day. So there's history. Then more and more after that feud he had with CM Punk, Finn learned more and more he had to do it on his own to be the best version of himself.
Yeah.
And doing that, he slowly started alienating not only alienating the Judgment Day members, but him and Dom had more and more of a disconnect because Dom is the opposite of doing things by himself.
Yeah,
and Finn got tired of that. So Finn told Dom, you gotta stop acting like a little bitch and learn to do things by yourself. And then threw hands at Dom, and then they jumped him out the Judgment Day. And here we are today.
Which I feel like honestly was a long overdue.
Overdue. They should have had this match.
Yeah, this is something where I do like how they were a group for that long, but every good thing must come to an
end, bro. That's my number one gripe with Triple H. He does not. I won't say doesn't know, but he overextends when breakups should happen, bro.
Well, okay. To be fair,
Dom
he was a man of DX.
I understand.
Which was boy, oh boy, was him and Shawn Michaels were together for a long time.
They were same with Evolution.
Exactly. So they had has a personal type of history of
that's fair.
Kind of doing that.
That's fair.
So that I'll give him somewhat of a pass.
That's fair.
But I do feel at some point they just felt so stale.
That's my issue. It just felt stale to me, bro.
Yeah, and I think after, you know, a couple of matches, you kind of have to see that. And I think where Finn is finally being able to be his own, I think that is where he really needs. Because what was it, his last main event where they kind of like gave that chance of like, all right, I'm probably going to be able to do this now.
Was against CM Punk.
Yep.
That's where he became Prince Baylor again.
Yep.
That was, everyone knows Prince Baylor. That's what made me a Finn Baylor fan. It was nice to see that version of Finn again. And seeing that version of Finn, you knew he was good. Him and the Judgment Day were going to cross paths because that doesn't fit the Judgment Day. That's a fit the cheating, getting ahead version. Prince Finn is a badass solo. That's the whole point of Prince Finn. He does everything by himself and he doesn't want the help.
And I'm kind of down for it.
Me too. My only nitpick with this one is, again, you're not getting a lot of face-to-face promos and things like that. And again, you really want that aspect to build the story. But they are doing video promos. You're getting some attacks. Dom attacked Finn last week. This week. Finn attacked Dom last week. So they're getting physical with each other. There's the breakup angle. So I think this one's a solid B.
For the final chance of this to be able to, like, they get to go apart, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, I'm still kind of iffy with it. Maybe just because I'm not a whole Dom guy anyways.
That's fair. I like Dom.
He annoys me on my screen.
Which is a good thing.
Which is very true. He is. But it's like, he is at the point where it's like, you know how I feel with Logan Paul. Even when he's on the screen, I damn near want to turn that shit off. He just makes me annoyed just seeing him.
Yeah, you do hate Logan Paul.
So it's like both of them just make me so mad where it's like, I don't care to even watch them.
For sure. I feel you there.
So, me personally, I'll give it a C.
Fair enough.
But I see why some people would give it a
I just think the history.
C+.
Yeah, for the history, that bumped it up for me. But that
is true, and I do think as far as the storyline, they do need to break up, which is actually a good thing.
For sure.
But it's a personal issue, and it's a C for me.
I feel you.
Personal reasons.
Feel it.
You fans can comment down below and hate on me. I don't give a damn.
Dom fans going to be after you.
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
What's next we going to do? This one's going to be quick for me. Gunther versus Seth. This one, I'm not going to lie. This maybe this controversial. This is an F for me, not because it won't be a great match, because it will, because this has no story, and this feels like a secondary match because Braun Breaker got hurt, and you can't leave two talented performers like Seth and Gunther off of the Mania card, so they just put them together so both of them can get on the Mania card. Now, they did try to tell a story, because remember, on Monday, they said on Monday, remember, Gunther shook Paul Heyman's hand, and then Gunther told Paul Heyman, "You owe me." So maybe they'll pick up on that, and there's a reason for this match outside just Braun getting hurt, but there's just no story. Gunther and Seth didn't have a feud.
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care for this as far as the storyline.
There's no story.
I think Gunther has gone to a point where storylines have kind of gone past him, unless it's going to be something big.
Unless it's retiring someone.
Exactly.
Which is why I thought he was going to fight Ray, but at the same time, I get why they didn't go that route. Because
that would have been an easy match.
Not just that, but if Ray's going to get retired, Dom's going to retire Ray.
That is true. I could see that. Yeah. I actually could see that.
Yeah. So, makes sense. But yeah.
I'm not a fan. I ain't going to lie. But like you said, it's a match. I think it's going to be good.
It's going to be a great match.
Yeah.
And I think, because Braun's cleared, I think Braun's going to interfere in that match and Gunther's going to win. I could see it playing out that way. But yeah, in terms of this story, build F. There's no time. WrestleMania's next week. There's no time to build a compelling story. It's just thrown together. I'm not complaining about the match, but we're talking about the build.
Yeah, that is true.
You know?
Personally, I think I have to give it the same, just because, like you said, there's no build.
There's no
so
build,
I don't
bro.
really care.
Even Seth's promo said, "I don't really have any history with you." Yeah, you don't.
All right.
What's next? Next
How
is
many more we got?
I think we only have 3 more. I think.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll speed through.
Yeah, so we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get up out of here. This one we could just speed through. It's just a 6-man tag team match with Speed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory.
Now, me personally, this is the one that I feel it just feels
versus
like you're
the
doing too much.
Usos and LA Knight. This one feels like we can't leave LA Knight off the card. We gotta find a way to get him in, and we want to put a celebrity on the card. That's what this one feels like.
I just don't feel it like this.
I don't care for this match, which sucks because I like the people involved outside of Logan Paul. I can't stand Logan Paul, but outside of him, I like the people involved in this match. But like, I don't really care for this.
Well, all right, I'm gonna be honest. The one thing I do respect is that iSpeed has actually been like
he's been entertaining. Yeah, I agree. You saw how he jumped over. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, and
I
I've seen how
that.
even Gunther has been like kind of training him.
He
too.
has
So I've seen him put in the work. I ain't gonna give him.
Yeah,
you know,
I ain't gonna say too much on this one though.
But yeah, I don't really
care. I give this a D. I'll give it a D just because, like you said, speed training and kind of story of him being cursed by Deshaun, right?
Yeah.
Deshaun, whatever his name is. Dancing.
All I know is he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I was like...
yeah, you saw LA Knight threw him on the stream? Yeah. That was funny. So that alone, I'll give it a D just because Speed's been funny. So
I'll give it a C because I do like how... I guess like how you said some of that. But for the most part, I don't think it's really...
Yeah.
All that,
not much.
To be honest,
not much
I don't care. When I saw that on the board, I was like, okay.
Not much worth. Yeah. Next. This one I'm most excited about, but I know we're trying to get up out of here, so I'll speed through this one too. Oba and Brock Lesnar. Ooh.
There's a reason why this is going to be the biggest fight.
Ooh. In my opinion, this one should main event. It won't, obviously not, but this has been the best build by far. Just 2 titans.
Exactly.
This feels like 2 titans.
I mean, they don't even want to speak. It's
no
all
speaking
smoke.
needed. Like I said, their language is violence. They don't need to talk. That's how they communicate to each other. Violence. I mean, from the moment where Brock returned and was going to attack Seth, and you just hear Oba's music, you see him doing that strut, you hear the crowd saying, ooh. You know when they say, ooh, when he walks out, you hear them saying, Oba. Oh, and he dropped him.
Yep,
bro.
Hey, I'm here for that one.
I'm fully here for this match. A plus.
Yeah, I think this one's an A plus. Because they have built this one up. I mean, just for them to sign the papers, they couldn't even do that.
They couldn't do it. You saw how Oba mocked Brock?
Exactly.
Man, come on, bro.
And they did the whole laugh of.
Yes, man. This is. I can't wait till this match.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for
Now, I will say Obi is kind of lucky where this is not a younger Brock because out here doing his own stuff.
I'm about to say 2000s Brock.
This nigga broke John Cena's arm.
Oh yeah, it's 2013 Brock.
You know what I'm saying?
That was his first match back from UFC.
Exactly. Where he actually was doing UFC
that was 2012.
moves.
Yeah, he was. Oof. Yeah, when he had the Kimura lock. He still does it, but that used to be like his finisher.
Yes.
Outside the F5.
So, yeah,
he's still in great shape, though. I'll say that.
Oh, yes.
So,
well, I mean, it is Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, he's a freak.
Professional fighter.
Freak, exactly. He always stay in shape.
Exactly.
He lives on a farm. That keeps him in shape alone.
All right.
I can't wait till,
like I said, it's an A+. It's simple.
This one, easily the best build.
Exactly.
And then we get to the championship matches. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes versus Pat McAfee. Yeah. Bro, I was talking to Andrew about this earlier, bro. How are you going to have a build with the amount of history you have between Cody and Randy? And first of all, you don't even focus on the history. That's for starters. And not only do you not focus on the history, you add Pat McAfee, who really has no history with Randy or Cody. And he's trying to tell us about saving wrestling. He just became a wrestling commentator 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it really hasn't been long.
It hasn't been long. And first of all, he hasn't been back until he came back last Friday for like damn near a year. So what the hell does he know about saving the business? to get Randy. Remember the weeks where Randy was talking on the phone to someone and we thought it was some big figure?
Yeah.
Why would it be Pat McAfee he was talking to?
Yeah.
A former NFL punter has to tell Randy Orton how to be a killer again? This makes no sense.
Hey man, you know, they're trying to figure out the best story.
They're trying to figure out how to sell tickets. They thought Pat McAfee would move this storyline along. They didn't even need Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
They didn't need him. You could have just focused on Cody and Randy's history. 20 years worth legacy. Even before legacy, remember Randy was treating young Cody like shit.
To be honest, they were trying to find, I guess, someone else to add to this match.
They didn't even need to add anyone to this match,
which they didn't.
Just
but
focus
for some
on
reason,
the mentor versus the student. That's all you had to focus on.
You got to think on this last pay-per-view. They kind of had that.
They did the same bullshit last year with Cody versus Cena by adding Travis Scott.
Exactly.
Why? Randy and Cody haven't even had a promo. They haven't had a promo.
I don't know what to say, gang.
Bro.
All I can say is
F, which is disappointing. But
well, okay, if it wasn't for Pat, I honestly think this could have been like a B-.
It could have been. That's what's sad. It absolutely could have been.
Because I think
the heel turn was cool. Even was it a little predictable? Sure. But it was cool.
Well, I mean, like you said, it was kind of predictable. But it's something where, for one, it was needed. So I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't need to see Pat right now. I just don't.
No, he was not needing the storyline.
This brother said, football's still gone.
Yes.
You know what, let me join this.
And then the rumors that Ari Emanuel asked him to be in this. Why? Why did ESPN force adding Pat McAfee in this?
I ain't got the answer, Sway.
I don't either.
I ain't got the answer.
I didn't even find him. This may be hot take. I didn't even find him that entertaining as a commentator. He was annoying to me. He
Pat tried
McAfee's
to be
okay in doses.
Yeah, he tried to be the new version of our good old
JR.
Exactly.
Yeah, but JR felt natural. Pat felt forced.
That is, well, it depends who you ask.
Most people didn't like Pat McAfee.
That's why I say it's who you ask.
Right. He was funny at times, but it's like once you had to hear him every week, it's like,
yeah,
that's
I'll give you that.
It's like I'm fine with Pat in doses.
Yeah.
Every week. And now he's a part of Mania season. F, bro.
But all right, my man. I think that was all of it.
No, there's one more.
Yeah, that's right.
Roman versus CM Punk. This is the last match. This one started off hot, if you ask me. It started off hot. The first two promos, in my opinion, were pretty fire. I mean, you had Punk mentioning his dead father. You had Roman mentioning.
So that's what we're doing.
You had Roman mentioning him leaving the company, them being in Zootopia 2 together, the Z Bros. You had Roman mentioning CM Punk essentially trying to not even have him be a part of Shield, because everyone knows the history about that. The original Shield was Seth, Dean, and it was someone different. A guy CM Punk was mentoring. He didn't want Roman in the Shield. Roman was only in the Shield because Vince McMahon strong-armed that move. CM Punk was trying to override it.
Yeah.
So, and then he mentioned the infamous Kurt Cabana interview where CM Punk dropped a "Make Roman Reigns Look Strong" line. So it started off.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. So it started off hot, you know? And then the Usos got into play. That was pretty good. But in my opinion, this fell off a little bit once Roman's response to CM Punk mentioning his dad was, "You're old." That didn't do it for me. That did not do it for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, you know, if you ask me, maybe if he wasn't so part-time, maybe he'll have a better line.
Did you see his response to part-time? He said, "I may be a part-time wrestler, but I'm a full-time dad."
See, what's crazy is he used to deny that he was part-time. I'm full-time.
Remember when he was feuding with Brock Lesnar, he talked about Brock Lesnar being full-time and how he's not here, but he's here every week. Time changes.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I felt the promos got a little bit repetitive. Like it felt like they set the bar so high with the first promo. You probably weren't going to top that, and they haven't. But they added some violence the last 2 weeks. You had Roman Reigns attack CM Punk, put him through a table. Then the week before this week, you had CM Punk respond, attack him, and then put him through a table. And then this week, CM Punk did the pipe bomb, where he shitted on, not only did he shit on Roman the person, in terms of his failed football career, which is kind of harsh, because everyone knows that had to do with leukemia. And then he shitted on Roman's big dog gimmick, where he had all those main events that the fans rejected.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, CM Punk talked about TKO and all that, but, like, it was a pretty good promo. So, because of Punk and his ability to talk, because we both know CM Punk's one of the best mic workers ever. Yes. So he can get you invested. I think it's been a B plus. I would give it a B plus because Punk's just such a damn good mic worker, even though it's been stale at times.
Well, it's because I feel like Punk carries a lot of it.
Because he's there every week.
Exactly. I mean, and like we've always said, CM Punk and the mic is one of the best things.
Go hand in hand,
like,
bro.
When you think of true legends, legends are good on the mic and good in the ring, and boy, CM Punk is both.
Elite at both. It's rare to be elite at both, and he's legitimately elite at both.
Exactly.
But he is. Especially when you get to CM Punk on the mic where he sounds unscripted and unhinged. I don't know about you. I don't like is it great to be alive in Philly PG version of Punk? That feels like PG Punk. I like pipe bomb Punk. I like Punk that feels like he doesn't give a damn, where he feels like a rebel, because that's the Punk character. Cult of personality.
Yeah, that is true.
And it felt like this Monday you got that version of Punk.
Well, all I can say is I'm kind of getting excited now that we done talked about a little bit.
Me too. Going through each build, maybe it's not as doomsday as us and a lot of the IWC felt.
Yeah.
I feel some of the bills are a little better than they're given credit for. I just feel the celebrity involvement.
That's where it makes a lot of people feel like,
it's kind of a bit much. This is I'm all for celebrities being a part of the project, but it's WrestleMania season. We don't need Pat McAfee hijacking a main event storyline.
Yeah, and I will say the whole, like I said before, the whole iSpeed being in there. Fine. I give him that because he has been putting in the work.
Fair enough.
You know that, but I'll give him that.
And let's be real, Speed is involved in something harmless. It's just a tag team match.
That is true.
I don't know if we would feel the same as Speed. Imagine if Speed was throwing the Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Like, when it comes to main event storylines, what's not involved? Celebrities.
That brother would
unless it's The Rock.
He's a legend. Professional.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't want to put someone that
has no experience.
Exactly.
This is the match that's closing out night 1 and night 2 of Mania. What's not involved? Celebrities and this
exactly.
Shit. All we ask.
But all right, my man.
That's it, though.
We'll go ahead and get to the starting 5.
Let's do it. I think
we done hit every bell and whistle.
Every bell.
And it's very simple. If you watched from the beginning to the very end, you gotta subscribe.
One click of a button.
I mean, as we always say, it's for free. Come on, man.
This is what simple. I like the most about these wrestling videos. When I get to say the like button. I get to like the like button, bro. Like it. One click of a button as well.
And I mean, it's very simple, bro.
Easy to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But what's all right there is they gotta make sure they hit the bell.
For sure.
Exactly. It is very simple to see when we post, when you have that bell.
For sure. And
you'll get that notification.
Gotta comment down below as well. Let us know what you think of the Mania build.
Tell us who we have our grades a little too harsh on.
Or maybe we're too generous.
Exactly.
Tell us who you think is a little too high.
Or just tell us when we're just fucking wrong.
Exactly, because we can be wrong, you know? It's the IWC.
I don't think I am, but you know.
One thing we know about the IWC, folks got strong opinions.
Exactly.
And we want to hear all your strong opinions.
Exactly. But they also got to make sure they follow us on all of our socials.
What are the socials, man?
Man, we got a TikTok, we got an Instagram, we got the Letterboxd
for show.
So we all down there, we ready.
And stay tuned because there's some content coming to the letterbox, and we active on TikTok, so you can expect something there.
Exactly. And what's that last one?
Just don't do that to me. I did my homework.
I had to see it.
I did my homework.
Because I just had to see if you were going to get stalled up.
He's about to have me drop Spotify again, bro, but I ain't falling for it this time, bro.
Hey, bro. We
out of here. Take it easy.
Almost got your ass again.
Oh my God, bro. This dude, I can't believe you trying to set me up like that back to back, bro.
No,